welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team is currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2 CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. It's week 76, and this is what our diggers have for us today. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply head on over to the Patreon page linked in the video description. Now without further ado, let's begin. First up, we have a team dig from Juan Rubano and Brendan of RetroSwim. DOSGAMES /sports/EPICBB. This is probably Epic Baseball. We got a setup here. Let's see. Sound Blaster. Enter the sound card installed in your... Oh, that's... Why would it do something like that? That's weird. What's the other EXEs? Wait a minute. BB file 1, 2, and 3? That would almost suggest that this is the full version, but that can't be it. Anyways. Yep, Epic Baseball, that's what I thought. Well, it says here this is Shareware, so maybe it's not the full version. So, Epic Baseball was clearly made by Epic Megagames, if the kind of graphics going on and the color gradients and everything didn't give it away. This is one of those games from Epic that virtually no one ever talks about. And a part of it is because this is not what you would typically... Oh, this is not what you would typically think of as a simple game. Because you saw way back on the first screen here, we had like league utilities, reports, schedule editor, playbook editor, manager profile, which isn't active in this one. So let's actually see if we can figure out how to play this thing, because I remember trying this once before and just being totally overwhelmed and not knowing what to do. Okay, so here's the 5 teams we can choose from for the visitors. I have no idea what these numbers at the side are. We'll go New York against Brooklyn. You can select coaches, you can select pitchers, you can set the lineup. Holy jeez. Let's just try starting it. Let's see what happens. No. Oh, there's the sound effects.
Play ball.
Okay. Yeah, H key for help. Holy jeez. Yeah, again, this is why nobody talks about this game. This is just really complex for a baseball game. I mean, you think about a computerized baseball game, what's the most basic things you want to do? Hit the ball, run the bases, try to catch it. But this actually goes way further than that by simulating the more managerial aspects of it to a degree, and also making it so that you have a lot of options for how to approach everything while you're playing. Okay, so let's just choose one of the settings here. So yeah, the thing is that this is not, this is very much more a managerial type game than an actual active game, because you saw the ball got hit there. All I did was I pushed a key. One key to start the pitch, and that's it. Everything else happens automatically.
Ball. Take your...
Okay, I don't know why I got to walk the bases there, but...
Ball. Take your...
Interesting. So it doesn't actually show you every pitch. It only shows you the last one that matters. Jeez, there's so many options here. Oh, they actually have like clips in there. That's kind of weird.
Save. Strike 3.
Oh, jeez. That's a very aggressive strike 3 there. Okay, so this is Epic Baseball. Maybe I'll cover this on, like, Ancient DOS Games someday if I ever get, like, the full game or something, but Just to give you an idea, this is very involved managerial type of stuff. Like, this is not my kind of game, but I know there's a lot of people out there who eat this kind of stuff up, so if you love sports managerial titles, this is like one of the originals. And it came from Epic Megagames of all people, which is just makes it just that much weirder, because they were mostly known for, like, platformers and shooters. Like, this is not what you would expect from Epic Megagames, but yet, here we are. And yeah, you can see in here that there was the deluxe version that was $29 and the mega pack, which was $39, which includes just a whole bunch of extras. So yeah, Epic Baseball. If you're into sports managerial titles, this is right up your league. But for everyone else, you're just gonna be overwhelmed. Next up from Jim, we have DOSGAMES /Arcade3 /Shark. I'm gonna guess VGA Sharks. Not with a file date like that. I got a very short readme, so let's try typing that out. Shark by Errol Williams. Shark's an adventure game designed to give hours of fun. It is very easy to learn, but not so easy to beat the Sharks. Please feel free to distribute to other bulletin boards and to pass on to others. Wait a minute, an 88 game on a bulletin board service already? Jeez. Modems were in the 80s, but it wasn't until like the very late 80s when modems started to become more mainstream. Like, there would not be a lot of bulletin board systems out it says here late 88 on the file date, so I guess maybe. But it still would not have been nearly as common as like the early 90s. Apparently the guy's from Texas, so here we go, Sharks. Huh. Kind of an interesting effect there. It's actually copyrighted 86. Oh, and the screen's doing this thing because we actually went into CGA 640 by 200. So I'll stretch it out in the recording, but for me it looks very squished right now. Retrieve objects from the bottom and put them into the boat. Use arrow keys to move diver in one of 8 directions. Oh, so that means numeric keypad then. Spacebar to set out depth charge, S key for sound on-off, escape to quit while you are ahead. I read that as dead at first. Again, it's squished for me right now, so do you want finer graphics, enter A, or more colors? I think we're going to go for more colors, just so I can see it properly. Okay, here we are. Oh good, it actually has, like, decent graphics, too. So, what am I trying to do? Am I trying to blow up the Sharks? Oh, wow. Okay, that's how you blow up the Sharks. Come get me, bro. Hello? You gonna move? No? Okay, fine. Come here. Let me depth charge you. Boom! Jeez. What have we got here? Oh, now they are pissed at me. Okay, so your job is to grab the treasures, but the moment you grab one, the Sharks are just like, nope! And they just go way the heck after you. Okay, let's see if I can refill my air. I can. This is actually really cool for like an old CGA game. They're not usually this involved. Okay, let's set our depth charges ahead of time just to be certain. I think we're gonna make it. Yay, I actually got one. Okay. I think we got this. Oh no, that Shark's in the way. Okay, what is with them? Here. Why are these are the smartest Sharks ever. Whoops. Okay, I kind of expected that might happen. Okay, so interesting. So you can actually deal with the Sharks temporarily. but it decreases your air. This game's pretty cool. And the guy was only asking what? It was $5 plus 10 or something? Let me see that readme again. Yeah, said $5 to $10. So for $5 to $10 for a game like this... Oh, whoops. Sharks. Whoop. Oh, we can't skip the intro, though. So yeah, for a game like this from 1986, that actually plays pretty decently, has some PC speaker music that isn't obnoxious. Like, this is actually very decent for an 86 game. Yeah, I'm calling this one a hidden gem for sure. Well, except for the fact I keep blowing myself up. So yeah, Underwater Treasure Hunt? That's what the one name was? Or just Sharks or something? I don't know. I forget this stuff very easily. But in any case, this one's pretty cool, so I would definitely say check this one out. And to finish things off for today, Captain Crazy Hat dug up WINGAMES /unclassified/Vermin. No idea what this one's gonna be. What we got? We got Vermin. Somewhere. There it is. One wave file, one help file, and an exe. Okay. What's the help file say? Vermin is the buggiest program you are likely to see, outside of anything released by Bethesda. Okay, what are vermin? Vermin are nasty little roaches that crawl around on your desktop looking for windows to hide under. Once they hide, they aren't very bothersome, but don't move any windows or they may wake up. Even clicking on the desktop can disturb them. They probably carry disease, but we don't know. Huh. So, clearly just some sort of... Yes, I know they should breed. So they don't breed, that's good to know. Make vermin scream? Oh, geez. But apparently it doesn't do it automatically. You have to add something to the win.ini to make it work. Huh. Okay, so this is basically just another one of these useless desktop programs. Interesting. So it hides under a window, and when you move the window, they all go searching for another window. And then hide behind it. Huh. You know, it's actually kind of semi-disturbing, but also it's actually done pretty well. Because, like, I mean, they have this sort of random motion, and then once they're behind a window, you don't see them. If you pull up another window... Okay, good. The program... Okay, it's actually something that's working decently, because right now it's behind the Program Manager window. I loaded up this window, and moving it around, nothing happens. Because this isn't the window they're behind. Yet, if I move this one, there they all go. And some hid behind this one, and some hid behind this one. Huh. So it's actually doing a good job of doing what it's supposed to do, even though what it's supposed to do is totally useless. And what happens if you close it? Well, of course, there they go. Or minimize. Yep. Now you got nowhere to hide. What are you going to do now? Can I click them? Ew. Yeah, you can click on them. They kind of splat when you click on them. And it's keeping score. So it is actually a game to some degree. Okay, so do we actually have any... Oh, we do have options. Well, you can set what color they are. You can set what color their guts are. Stagger, stride, population. What's the highest population? 50? Oh boy. It's an infestation. And if I load up Program Manager, they're gonna all run for it. Dare I say, this is probably one of the first of these kinds of programs that's actually interesting. Like, I mean, it's totally useless, don't get me wrong, but the fact that it works as well as it does... Oh, jeez. The fact that it works as well as it does, combined with the fact that it's not really, what am I trying to say? Usually when you have one of these kinds of useless desktop programs, it's just something like clever, kind of gets in the way a little, but isn't really... It doesn't really seem like it makes sense to some degree. Like, this kind of makes sense to some degree. Again, it's totally useless, but... So yeah, that was Vermin. Another one of those useless desktop programs, but one that's actually been done pretty cleverly. Actually, one last thing we should do is check out what that squish sound sounds like. That is the worst squish sound ever. So yeah, that was Vermin. Again, a totally useless program, but pretty well done for what it is. And actually, it just occurred to me, you could probably do this like a practical joke or something. Like, if somebody leaves their computer going, you just load this up, run it in the background, and just have their window at the side there, and then they'll be doing stuff, and then, you know, they'll open their file manager, they'll do some stuff. And then they're like, oh, I gotta do something on the desktop. They move their program manager, bam! Suddenly they got Vermin everywhere! The joke wouldn't last very long, but oh well. That's pretty harmless and pretty neat for what it is. I guess you can't really go wrong with that.